Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Nomad Sky with your host, Madman. So, we're going to get right back into the mix here. We did some shit, but not much. Died a bunch of times in a space battle because I suck ass at navigating the ships. So, we're going to have to practice how to do that. But, yeah, we got the next piece of the artifact. So, we're back at Elon Musk's summer house, or whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. So, we're going to do some more dialogue, shitposty type shit. Hopefully, it works out. Hopefully, at least some of it is somewhat funny. So here we are. They got the triangle trim on the doors. Diamond trim, I should say. Very nice. Okay, let's put the artifact in this motherfucking thing.
It fits like a puzzle piece. Oh my god. This is amazing.
You're telling me that we have interstellar travel and scientists couldn't just analyze one of these pieces of metal? I guess we're keeping it from the scientists because we want to make money off it or something. I mean, that's the only reason a guild like this would keep something like this would be for money or notoriety. Like, it's like, here, let's deprive humanity of potential advancement by keeping all this shit to ourselves and not letting people analyze it.
It's an honor to be a part of this grift.
We're going to do great things together, all of us. And by that I mean, you know, the orgy. It's this Friday? You signed up, right? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this one. We're going to the mud pool.
What? Okay, these artifacts are a new chapter. A bunch of other as well. Need something like watching my back. Oh, God. Can I... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Yeah, that should be what it feels like since I've been treating you like a fucking dick the entire game. Not wasting you. What are you, some kind of succubus? Like,
I need your precious fluids. You're just wasting them on your own.
okay, there's an expedition. There's also the Eye, our Illuminati station in orbit. Time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. Okay. All right, we're losing track of her voice because I'm not interested in this crap. All right. I'm not even going to do her voice. That would just be racist. I'm not even going to do it.
We should get over there and check in on Barrett in person. He's probably high on heroin again. Oops, I mean space heroin.
Let's trade gear. Time to dress you up like one of the strippers in Duke Nukem. You're gonna be my space bitch. What can you tell me about Barrett anyway?
His mind is always somewhere, but there's no arguing his knack for being in the right place at the wrong time. Ha ha ha.
God, the quips. No one in the future would talk like this. Okay? It was charming in Skyrim when people were like, oh, those mud crabs sure are a pain. Ha ha ha. If guards were just passing time talking and they said cringy shit, it wasn't as bad as this. These are like... I mean, in a future like this, there can't be that many useless people. Probably everyone's genetically grown in a tube. So you'd think that everyone would have some sort of skill or purpose. And if they're purposeful people... It's not that they wouldn't have a sense of humor, but they wouldn't talk like this, man. Like, hire a fucking writer. Like, holy fuck. Oh, shut up. I'm thinking, you fucking bitch.
What's the Eye? What's Vladimir?
We maintain a star station in orbit above us.
That's like 6 redundancies, man.
Vladimir runs the station. Brilliant astronomer. Years of practical experience.
What should I do, Mommy? I don't know.
Who's Sam Coe and what's this expedition of his?
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here when you first showed up. He should be back by now. I'll let him handle the introductions. If I steal his thunder,
Cliche.
I'll never hear the end of it.
Why would you be using, like, ancient Earth metaphors? Like, I don't get it, man. I guess English won. I guess the Anglos conquered the stars, guys, unless you're playing on a different language. In which case it's, you know, whoever else. Okay, I'm just going to get the fuck out of this hell. All right. Can we steal more of your shit? Oh, see, now that we are ingratiated, now that we are in the faction's graces, we can just take all their stuff. Nautical compass. I want that in my house. That is actually kind of kick-ass. We're going to go ahead and steal that. Oh, giving us quarters. I like that.
He's like, I'm reading about plants. I like them.
Oh, yep. We got another skill increasing thing. We're going to take that. Ah. Man, I wish you could take more of this shit. Got a Stradivarius there. It's probably worth $1 trillion space dollars, equivalent to 400 current dollars. You wonder what inflation would have been like if they just reset their currency a bunch of times. Got a nice COVID molecule model in the background there.
You must be the latest person to appear so fast my dialogue just disappeared.
You must be Sam Coe, the Freestar Collective expert.
Whoa, I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me, I'm behind him, so my dialogue looks fucked right now. I'm not gonna do a child's voice. That's just weird, man.
Corco, nice to meet you. Beep, 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 beep.
Good to meet you, Cora.
Nice to meet anyone Baron to Frontier.
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship, honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition?
Only that it was in Freestar Collective space.
Sure enough, that's where we're heading. 3 of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and not coincidentally the home of their capital, Aquila City.
Why would you say not coincidentally? See, this just, when you read it out loud, you can really tell how cringe it is. But I feel like the people who wrote this didn't read it out loud to themselves while they were writing it. That's a very simple trick you can use. If you ever have to write anything, it feels stupid like the first few times you do it. But when you hear yourself speak what you're writing, you'll realize where its weaknesses are. Like, immediately. Like, you'll be like, oh god, that sounds cringe. How the fuck could I have written that? It's a trick that never gets old. Like, it works consistently. Read your shit out loud if you're a writer, or it's going to sound like this. The poor voice actors who had no agency or input to be like, hey, when I read this out loud, you guys realize it sounds like shit, right? The guys in the recording booth don't care. They're not judging the writing. They're just judging the sound levels. So, like, everyone's skills are so compartmentalized and specialized that nobody can provide, like feedback to each other. They're all just in their own lane, and then the final product is some kind of mental gruel that sounds like ass.
As much as I enjoy having you...
Anything I should know about Aquila?
Yeah, don't piss off the Freestar Rangers. That's got nothing to do with Red Dead Redemption, and it's got nothing to do with Fallout New Vegas. But they are the good guys. They just don't make them any less dangerous. They're kind of like anti-heroes, if you get my meaning.
See, now I'm doing it. Now I'm saying cringy shit like, if you get my meaning. No one says that. Like, no real person would ever say that shit.
I'm ready. Let's get going.
We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. Just 2 bros together alone, touching ourselves. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then...
And he just left. Cool. I wasn't done reading your dialogue, bro. Very inconsiderate. Like I said, we got a nice COVID molecule up here. That's very cool. Kind of insensitive to the millions who died. Look at this fuck. He is high as shit. Look at his face. He's like, most of these plants do funny things to my brain. These are all just different varieties of space weed. They look different, but they're actually just different strains. It's like, this one will make you taste purple. This one here, that's the same one actually. The red one will make you into a schizo nightmare hallucination experiencer for about 6 hours. This one here, well, you can sit on it and you can imagine what it does. It cleans your anus. It's actually an anus cleaning chair. It's very advanced. You sit on it and it completely cleans your anus down to a molecular level. So if you're going to have some fun with your cowboy friend, really both of you should be sitting on this. And you can also stick your genitals inside the little orifice there and it will clean them down to the molecular level as well. It's highly advanced. Hedonism perfected by technology. That's the future all of us really want. Not an elevation of our mental state, but an elevation of the ways in which we degrade ourselves. Ah, yes, the future. So bright and beautiful. Now, did we get the lodge key? Oh, hell yeah, guys. We're in the secret society lodge. We made it. We're finally in the secret eyeball diamond triangle society. Wow. It's just as amazing as I thought it would be. Razor sharp edges to every fence. Lots of bonsai trees. Ass cleaning plants. I mean, it's everything. What more could I want? You know? They're getting me work. They have a diverse group of people. They're obviously extremely rich. Just don't ask where they get the money or how they get it. I mean, man, I'm not going to ask any questions. This just looks awesome. I'm not weirded out by any of this. This isn't creepy or off-putting at all. fantastic. They got robots. They got model ships. Very epic. Alright, let's get the fuck out of this place. Before the gods rain fire down upon it. For being a degenerate hive. Okay. It's a bit hypocritical since my own mind is nothing but a degenerate hive, so, you know, don't worry, I'm not passing judgment, I'm just being edgy. Just having a little bit of fun. We got Reliant Medical. That's where Pfizer rebranded themselves as Reliant Medical. They're one of the smaller companies, but, you know, they're still a $1 trillion company. Because like we said before, $1 trillion is worth almost nothing. There's a guy with the exact same shirt we saw in another NPC a little while ago. He wears it a little better. He's not 300 pounds. I think that helps. Helps a little bit.
Ah, yes, Orion Tower.
We work to live but can't make a living. Oh god, the future sucks. Everything looks cool, but I'm poor. How are you even living on this planet if you're at all poor? There's not a homeless person in sight. Is there going to be a Gunji district of this place with like hobos? I doubt it. I bet they all just get vaporized. The minute your credit score goes below a certain amount, boom, vaporized. You're part of the bottom 1% of society, which is a constantly shifting category. Boom, monthly vaporization. On the 31st of every month, everyone below a certain earning bracket, boom, you're gone. Bye-bye. You're no longer a problem for any of us. Your grandma died and you had to pay her exotic medical bill. Oops, below your earnings for this month. Bye-bye. It's been nice knowing you. There's a million ships waiting in orbit of this planet full of people waiting to take your place because everyone wants to live on one of the 5 habitable planets in a radius of like 400 million miles. like what? How do ships even travel between planets in this? Like, how much does it cost to go from one planet to another? If there's no cost to that, I guess that's the only way that any of this would make any sense. If fuel is virtually infinite or near infinite for ships, and you can live anywhere you want, like distance is irrelevant, then it would make sense that there wouldn't even be like poor people would just get kicked out into space or whatever and not allowed back. Like they'd get put back on their fucking ships. I've got way too much shit on me, for fuck's sake, man. Can I sell shit to like anyone in this town? Because I'm tired of walking around and not having any fucking carry weight. Does anyone have any carry weight adding shit? Melee damage, energy resist, but no, we don't. It's because I picked up nickel, because I didn't have any fucking nickel. God fucking damn it. Whatever, guys. We'll just have to take in the sounds and smells and clamshell hats of the city a little more slowly, because I can't fucking move correctly. Ooh, where's our fucking... Ah, yes. Follow the blue hexagon. It will lead you to your destiny. What do we got over here? What billboard is this? Oh, is this some kind of cosmetic surgery shit?
Enhance. Good.
Good? That's like the laziest adjective you possibly could have used, man. Anything is better than the word good. Using the word good is like using the word love. You just don't do it. It's like amateur shit.
Good, young, attractive, fresh, seductive, emotional, beautiful, enhance.
And then we've got some Zorbon text over here. That's for the non-human readers there. That's the translation. Very cool. I'm sure there's like 6 side quests we just walked past. I'm sure of it. Okay. Looks like we have to go to the train station. Probably have to go back to our ship. Go somewhere else. You know what we'll do? We'll get to the train station. I think we'll call it a video, guys. It's been real. I don't know if I'll keep recording this series, though. Tell me in the comments if you care. Because this shit is not... I feel like it's not producing very interesting content. I feel like making fun of the dialogue has already gotten old. Maybe I'll just record myself doing random shit. Maybe that would be more interesting. I think it probably would be for a game like this. The narrative stuff is just too painful, man. I'm just going to probably skip all of it. Plus, everybody has already done it. I'd rather just go to some random planet and you can just watch me die a bunch of times, if I even care enough to record this. It just doesn't seem like it lends itself well to Let's Plays. Probably it lends itself better to like 12-hour streams or whatever where, I don't know, you've got a chat that's just ranting about nonsense. You can just talk about whatever you want. But trying to commentate upon it, trying to make comments on it is not easy. There's just not that much to say. The advertisements are cringe. The writing is about the same tier as any other Bethesda game, which is pretty cringe. Voice acting is the same, 6 voice actors plus maybe a few new ones. You know, I mean, the advertising looks like DeviantArt tier shit. It looks like someone's portfolio for an undergraduate application for a design school. That's what this looks like. Looks like someone who knows how to use GIMP or Photoshop or Krilla or whatever the fuck the other paint programs are. Like they know how to use Corel Paint or fucking, what's that other one? There's one that has a really bad name, but it's actually a really good program. Manga Studio. Manga Studio is actually a lot of career artists use that. The name is deceptive. It sounds like trash, but it actually has a lot of good tools apparently. But that's what these look like. They look like undergraduate fucking portfolio application examples for an art school. And so does this person. They look like a walking version of that.
They're an epic queen. Don't criticize their mass. In the future, we call it mass positive. I'm a mass positive individual. And if you're a little too thin, as the apes on Earth used to call it 100 years ago, they'd call you thin. Now, someone hears that term, they'd start weeping immediately and probably vomit from the sheer mental anguish of having to hear such a painful word. It'd be like casting a magic spell on them, just saying that word. You call them mass negative if they're thin now. That's the new preferred terminology for this time period. Man, I feel like I just want to install a mod where it's like, skip the main quest and kill anyone. And just go around emptying planets of people. Just be like, I don't like you, don't like you, don't like you. Man, we need to play New Vegas, man. That's a game where you can actually do that. It's back when Bethesda knew what the fuck they were doing. It's like the old Fallouts were good. I never played those. But that and New Vegas, I hated Fallout 3. And I kind of love Fallout 4. Again, if you just skip the story, oh, that guy's gonna get fucking immolated. Holy shit, dude! Get off the fucking landing pad. They should revoke your certification for that. That's like a major safety violation. There's no way. What was he? Was he too high on space-oxy and one of his pilot friends dared him? Dude, run under that ship while it takes off. It's like, you're gonna get turned to ashes, bro. My life has no meaning. I've become an adrenaline junkie because I have no purpose. Whoa. I'm on so much space-oxy right now. My tolerance is crazy. It's half my monthly paycheck just to buy these pills. Ho-ho! We're living in a utopian future. Woo! Okay. All right, on that happy note, fuck, maybe we'll play more of this. Just criticizing the utopia, which, by the way, if you don't know this is a nerdy fact, but it's relevant to this game, I feel like. It's relevant to the tone it's trying to establish in those fancy cities. Utopia in ancient Greek or whatever, or Latin, whatever the fuck one of those languages that term comes from, it's one of the two. It translates to a place that doesn't exist. And there are still people in academia who go, we're not sure if Thomas More was writing a parody when he wrote Utopia. Oh, you think? You think he was being fucking serious? Are you kidding me? Come on. Utopia, if you ever read the original, which is hard to read, man, it's a slog. It's translated from a very archaic... There was an archaic translation of it in something like Middle English, and that was like the first English translation of it. And I don't know if there's an original Latin copy that's been retranslated, so I think a lot of the translations are like translations of the Middle English translation. So if you read the original Utopia, it's hard to find a good translation. It's a painful thing to read. Read a summary of it. It's basically Thomas More being depressed as a intellectual and writing something about a society that he wishes was possible, but because people are such shitbags, or enough people out of the total number that exist in any given era are shitbags, it's not possible. It doesn't work. Maybe if we had infinite space fuel and infinite planets, we could spread out thinly enough that we wouldn't bother each other. Maybe that's what's happened in this game, but anyway. We're going to end the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed some part of this. And, yeah, I think we'll record a little more of this. We'll get through the painful main quest by making some shitty videos about it. They may not be as funny. They may not be as good as some of the other stuff. But you know what? Fuck it. Why not? I'm here. I got all this hardware. I got the spare time. Why not use it, right? Anyway, in the meantime, I do hope you're doing well.
And as always,
Peace out, fellow pilots.